Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Arena Championship Series number 5, and we're getting ready to get started right here at Toledo, Ohio. We're about several miles away from Cleveland, really far away from Cincinnati, but we're going to get ready to get started. And now we're going to do some timing racing tonight. Megalodon will go first, then Misfit, Gravedigger, Bigfoot, Double Trouble, El Toro Loco, Troublemaker, and Playing Crazy. We're going to see these 8 trucks going to go right there because the venue cannot support 2-truck racing, so we're going to get ready to get started. Here comes Vanessa Doofenshmirtz. She is the wife of Fur Fletcher, the driver of V8 Bomber, and she would love to go to the World Finals appearance. That was her dream, seeing her husband and stuff. This is not her first season. This is her second season. She did drove a truck before about 2 years ago, but now she's back. This time she get to ride in Megalodon in her second season because it's been like 2 years ago she drove. She only drove once, and she was out for like last year, and now this is her first year. We'll get to broadcast in the real world. And the timing system is 1494 for Vanessa Doofenshmirtz in Megalodon. Not bad for Vanessa. She's also the daughter of, you already know, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, and the wife of Fur Fletcher. We put the letter F for Fur Fletcher because, she's legally married with Ferb. But what a good race. I will give her that. And we add some orange cars on the sideways. That way she doesn't have to, to give them a perfect turn. And now this is her debut and the truck's debut in the first season. This is Carrie Kruger in the Misfit. She is the wife of Darwin Watterson, the driver of Playing Crazy, which you're going to see Playing Crazy in just a moment. And this is Misfit's first time being here in the Monster Jam nickelodeon car tour. So we get to see a driver and a truck make its Monster Jam first year debut in Monster Jam. And Misfit will get a 13:43, which it looks like it's faster, defeats Megalodon's record. So right now her mission is to make sure that the timing racing has to stay low. So right now it looks like Misfit is taking the lead right now, but we're going to see who's going to be going up right there. Not bad for Misfit in representing one of the well-known trucks down in the West Coast. That Misfit is an actual real truck. So what a good race. I will give him that. It was a good one, but we will see more trucks in action right here for Monster Jam. Here comes representing from the Angry Birds movie. It's Red in the Gravedigger. Glad to see Red back in the Gravedigger monster truck. Let's see what he's going to try to do right here for tonight. And it looks like he's going to smooth things out with his truck, trying to get in the game out there. I like the part how he's not trying to maintain his focus on. There's no doubt about it. And it looks like Red has hit the car. Gladly, there's no flat tire, and it's 13:76. Not bad. I don't remember the race timing for Misfit, which we're going to get to that to the later video, but we're just going to focus on, the competition. Not bad. As you could tell, Red is doing a great, phenomenal job. He's just really phenomenal. I will give him that. No doubt about it. And his Monster Jam season right there and stuff like that. He's done everything he can out there to try to get in the game out there, but we're going to see. Here comes a driver that has a lot of hard time last year, but this year she's driving a different chassis, but let's see, she's not going to fail herself. This is LT's little sister, Zoe, from the Meteor and the Mighty Monster Truck Friends, driving her father's truck. And now Zoe in the Bigfoot, driving the glowing neon type Bigfoot, the one you guys recognize from Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live. Really good to see the Bigfoot here in Monster Jam. And it's 12:10. Wow, that's a really fast timing for Zoe and Bigfoot. It looks like she's been, not a good bad way to start, I would say. Like I mentioned before, I got mixed up. Not a bad way to start for Bigfoot. Amazing run by Zoe and Bigfoot. Really, really phenomenal. She did everything she can out there, trying to rock and roll in, and that's what I love to see about Zoe. Zoe, really good timing, but we still got more trucks action out there. Here comes Larry Lyon in Double Trouble. He is getting ready to get started. He is Jerry Lyon's twin brother, which they are fictional characters, not based on an actual cartoon show. And let's see what Larry's going to do it. Larry's trying to get it up right there. We know that his family's watching. Their parents always travel the road with them, trying to see behind the scenes. And Larry will get a 12:81. Okay, that's a pretty good, solid, decent run. I like how Larry is, trying to get his distance together and stuff like that. Pretty good run right there by Larry Lyon in Double Trouble. Really rocking and rolling out there. I'll give him that, as he never failed himself. Try to do everything he can in his phenomenal job, but still, hey, but it is what it is. But we'll see more trucks action. Speaking of that, here comes Phineas' wife, Isabella Garcia, the former Fireside Girl, but now in El Toro Loco, representing her, everything from her nationality, but still she's trying to do everything in her phenomenal moments. She was a former driver of Wonder Woman, and last year she got the ride of El Toro Loco, and now she's back in El Toro Loco again, and it's going to be 12:88. That's another good ratings, or you could say timing racing. That was a good run by Isabella. Really rocking and rolling. I like the part how she's trying to keep her distance. No doubt about it. Trying to do everything she can out there to show it off to all the Monster Jam fans out there. And she did great. I will give her that. That is pretty phenomenal. Here comes Larry Lyon's twin brother, Jerry Lyon, in Troublemaker. Well, he debuted that design and that chassis back at World Finals 26 when we were in Zootopia. And he would love to come back to the World Finals again because he made it in the last moment. But this time, let's see what he's going to do with that design. Jerry looks like he's trying to hang in there, and he's trying to make it pull it up right there. And so far, okay, you know what, slightly okay. Well, it's good, 1269, not bad. That's another one. At least if you can make it, if any truck can make it 11, that will be a perfect run, you know, if they can go as fast as they can. What a good race out there for Troublemaker, as he really did great in his timing racing competition. So far, not bad. I will give him that. He did everything in his phenomenal job, trying to rock it and roll him out there to show it to all the Monster Jam fans out there. Not bad for Jerry Lyon. And coming next, here comes Carrie's husband, Darwin Watterson, from the Amazing World of Gumball into Plane Crazy. We know that Gumball Watterson, Crazy Train, and Darwin have to be separate. As much as they hate to be separated from each other, but hey, maybe next season they'll be in the same tour together, but they have to be trailer mating with their wives and stuff. Darwin looks like he's trying to make sure he's trying to get the turn right there. And to the jump, Plane Crazy got a 1363. Well, it did slow him down a little bit because of the final turn with the orange cars and stuff. I do see a little bit of it. That's why he didn't get the, you know, the perfect racing timing. It looks like he banged the wall a little bit. So the good thing, these walls, these barriers, they just added up just because they don't want to, like, you know, have the trucks to go, you know, really too fast and stuff. But still, really love it so far how he's trying to get in the game out there. No doubt about it for Darwin. And it looks like Zoe has already went faster. My goodness. Zoe had made it into the fast lane right now. She already proved herself for everything like that. Behind her was Jerry Lyon and Larry Lyon, the two twins. And, you know, behind them is Isabella. Man, that's a really good run right there by Zoe as we get ready to get started for the Monster Jam two-wheel skills. Speaking of that, here comes Zoe again. Although that she won the timing racing competition, let's see what she's going to do for skills competition. It's great to see Bigfoot back again. Great to see Bigfoot in that design right now. We can see the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live version of Bigfoot, something you may not see in real life, but we're not going to get to that. But let's see what Zoe's going to do because she is really great at her timing skills. Last year she had trouble with her chassis. We had to scrap it off. Wasn't that good. This year we gave her a good chassis. Same crew chief, tested her out. I mean, she's good to go. First hit was not that bad, but there was no no two wheels or anything. So she still got one more hit to go. And it looks like she's going to go hit that 8-pack right there for Zoe. Zoe's going to reverse it as she's going to try to do. And so far we have 3 Bigfoots. We have 2 of them in stadiums. Zoe's the only one in the arenas. And Bigfoot looks like Zoe's going to get in there. And okay, I will give her that. That's a good one. What a good race by Zoe and Bigfoot. She really did it. For every Monster Jam fans that loving it so far, I really like and enjoy how she's been trying to do phenomenal work in her Monster Jam, roll out there. Not bad for Zoe as we go look at the replay right now. Technically, really good start with Zoe. First, she hit the log stack. Log stack really got her. Then she hit the 8-pack. There was no 2 wheels, but I was expecting it was going to be a wheelie. And the score is going to be 3.208. The fans gave her 2.304. Expert judges gave her 3.12. Both of them controversial. I wouldn't consider 3s. I would say a 1 point something because it wasn't really the 2-wheel. Well, maybe the last part, yeah, slightly, but not really. As you know, that's how it is. Vanessa Doofenshmirtz in Megalodon. It's great to see her in her 2nd season. Now, 2 seasons ago, I believe she did drove Megalodon. I'm not so sure if I can remember. So yeah, she used to drove Megalodon before. Actually, 2 seasons ago she did drove Megalodon, and now this season she's back in Megalodon, and it looks like the fin got off from the bottom of the side. And let's see what the jump is. So jump is pretty decent, not really that much, but she has one more hit to go. One more hit to go for Vanessa Doofenshmirtz in Megalodon. Let's see what she's gonna try to pull it up out there. And it looks like she's gonna keep her distance, everything. And looks like she's gonna get it up from uptown to downtown, and not really close, but it is what it is. Well, Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, not the way she wanted to do, but she did it slightly okay, but I don't consider, Bigfoot's score, but we're going to see what's going to happen with the Monster Jam replay. I don't see what she's, trying to do her best, but tried her best, but not really. So this one's a perfect, decent score, 1.020. That's her score. Fans give her 1.002. Experts give her 1.011. I would say it's a decent score because, it wasn't that much. I don't see it anything, but, well, to be fair, it's not their fault. It's because the venue is a little too small, but hey, so they want Monster Jam, we'll give them Monster Jam. Here comes Carrie in the Misfit monster truck. Carrie is getting ready to see what she's going to try to do to show it off out there. Although that her and her husband Darwin are in the same tour. This is her Monster Jam debut, and this is the truck's debut. Carrie has seen Monster Jam before. At first she was not interested in driving, but she would love to get behind the wheel, and we finally did. And we got her used to with this chassis, and we gave her a new truck called Misfit because it matches for her. But let's see. So that was just one hit right now. Misfit has one more hit to go. Representing one of the drivers out there named Gabriel, who is a driver of the truck all the way in the West Coast, well known. Saw the truck in real life back in Lancaster when I was there this early on. And let's see what Carrie's going to do. Right over to the BKT stack. It's technically not really. Like I say, the venue is not really that big. I just don't think, the venue can support a two-wheel skills competition. But still, it is what it is. I can't say much. Not bad for Carrie, Carrie the ghost herself. She really did everything she can out there. I know her husband Darwin is going to be, driving in right now. Both characters represent the Amazing World Gumball, and the score is going to be 1.005. Fans give her 1.002. And the expert judges give her a 1.002 as well. Well, it could have been a 1.004, 2 plus 2 equals 4, but they just gave her a 5. That's what the meter says. It's not up to how they add, subtract, or times or anything. It's up to whatever it goes by random. But, how they want to keep it balanced for both fans. Here comes Red in the Gravedigger monster truck, representing from the Angry Birds. Let's hope Red doesn't get mad if he doesn't get a bad score. Red, it looks like he's going to try to get it up and to the reverse. Alright, he's going to go with the moonwalk. Okay, that will give him that. That will give a perfect moonwalk. Okay, that's decent. One more hit to go for Red. Let's see what he's going to try to do to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's going to try to get it up right there. Can he try to sacrifice it or no? I don't know what Red is going to do right there, but we're going to see. And yeah, we're going to see what he's going to try to do. And it looks like he's going to try to reverse the truck and get in the game right there. No, not really. Well, I don't see Red anytime soon from that. But hey, it is what it is. You can't do nothing. So that's how it is. Let's go look at the replay right now for Red in the Red in the Gravedigger. And it looks like it's going to be a 1.208. And the fans give him a 1.267. Expert judges give him a 1.399. Well, even though like I said, I don't remember, I believe Bigfoot's still taking the lead, and that's Gravedigger's arch rival, so I believe Bigfoot's still remaining taking the lead right now. But we're gonna have more trucks, more action. Larry Lyon in the Double Trouble monster truck. Let's see what he's gonna try to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's gonna try to make it, assuming that he wants to get in the game out there. And Larry's going to reverse it, and there will be no score. Larry will get an NA, and that's going to cost him some points. Because remember, you can't get NAs. If you do get NAs, that's going to, not boost your points, or you're going to lose it out there. I'm pretty sure that Larry did everything he can out there. He tried everything in his power to, show it off and stuff. And yeah, I was right. The total's an NA. Not really we wanted to see for Larry, but hey, it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. So that's how things happen for a reason and stuff. And, that's how it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Isabella Garcia and El Toro Loco. Let's see what she's going to try to do for tonight. And let's see what she's going to try to do. She is she's the wife of Phineas Flynn in the Demo Derby Monster Truck. Phineas is having his moments down in Stadium Championship Series East. You will see him later on in this videos and all that stuff. I mean, not really for Isabella. I don't see her. It's not going to give her good scores. Because remember, your mission is that you want to get better scores if you want to win the tour or you want to clinch the playoffs. And I don't see that happening for Isabella. Not really the way I wanted to see for her. But it is what it is. So let's go look at the replay right now for Isabella. And the score is going to be 1.011, and the fans gave her 1.200. Experts give her a 1.325, which is that is a score for Isabella Garcia in the El Toro Loco. I mean, decent run, but I don't see anything happening. Alrighty, here comes Darwin Watterson in Playing Crazy. Last year, I thought he was going to make it to the World Finals, or at least he could have just tried it. He did made it to the playoffs on off camera, but unfortunately, his playoff run ended off not even close and didn't qualify for the Double Down Showdown. So Darwin says that last year was a beginning start. This year is going to be better because I got a feeling I could make it to the World Finals. If not, maybe this year it could be his year to go to the last chance qualifier. Now we changed Double Down Showdown to the last chance qualifier. Last chance. So remember, and the first time ever, we're going to have not one, not two, but 3 competitions. And I know, unlike real life, because, you know, you guys are going to get high jumps and 2-wheel skills, so we're going to give high jumps and 2-wheel skills a chance, but only for last chance qualifiers. And just letting you know, it is not for the main competitors. It's only for the last chance qualifiers. Whoever is going to go to the World Finals. Anyway, so the score is going to be 2.030 for Playing Crazy. Fans give him a 2.100. Expert judges gave him a 2.019. I mean, 2.030, I don't think that was the right score for Playing Crazy. I just don't see it. That's just my opinion. But Darwin, hey, he's a good kid, you know. You can't doubt about it. Jerry Lyon in Troublemaker. Now, last time at the World Finals, he debuted the new design and the new chassis. And now he's going to be driving it the entire season for his Monster Jam season. He'll be back to the original chassis and the original body that everybody remembers before the World Finals. Maybe not this season, but possibly last season because he wants to give this one a chance. And Jerry looks like he's trying to do it his way. Not really, but he has one more hit to go. One more hit to go for Jerry Lyon in Troublemaker. Let's see what he's going to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's going to try to do the best he can out there. And looks like, is he going to do it or what? It looks like no, I was expecting he was going to sideline the skills, but not really. Not even a reverse. I don't know what Jerry's thinking, but maybe he's going to go back to that. Or is he going to go back? I don't think he's going to have the design. Not really. Oh, okay. Maybe. Oh, I guess he's going to do it. So, you know, it's funny because I get confused by Jerry and Larry, which is who. It took me a while till finally I got it correctly. But I already know who is it. Larry Lyon in Double Trouble. Jerry Lyon, Troublemaker. But Jerry was okay. I mean, really decent run, but I will give him that. But not the way he wanted, but still, it is what it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, let's go look at the instant replay. Not really that much for Jerry Lyon in Troublemaker. But there's been not that much I don't see from him. And looks like it's going to be 1.008. That's the score for him. Fans give him 1.002. Expert give him a 1.210. Expert judges, I don't know what they're thinking. I think the fans got it correctly, but I don't know what the expert judge is thinking. But it is what it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, it looks like your 2-wheel skills winner goes to Zoe and Bigfoot. And Zoe is going to be an overall event champion for this tour. Wow. Last year, Zoe was technically bad from her year. She was technically not even close. And now this year, with the new chassis, new design, everything, she is rocking and rolling. I'm very proud for Zoe, and she really did everything she can. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Monster Jam Freestyle Competition. And we're going to get ready to get started for our Monster Jam Freestyle Competition. Anyways, here comes Carrie in the Misfit Monster Truck. Let's see what Carrie is going to do right there. And remember, she's a ghost. If anyone's going to ask, how is this ghost driving a monster truck? I'm not so sure, but Carrie can drive. Maybe she can do it. Carrie's getting ready to drive her first Monster Jam Freestyle debut. And not bad. And it looks like, also fun fact is we add a motorcycle ramp. It was for the motocross, the supercross guys during the halftime show. So they decided to leave it like that as an obstacle because they want to, you know, do this only once. But let's see how it goes. But I can't predict these guys because this ramp is going to move because it's not stale. It's going to like move anytime. So that's what we let the guys know. And it's moving right now. So yeah, that's how it is. Anyways, Carrie and Misfit looks like she's going to try to do the best she can out there. And looks like she's going to try to do that little metal ramp out there. Not bad with the jump. Okay, I will give her that. I asked her earlier today, are you nervous? Like, she's saying she's kind of nervous. She has butterflies in her stomach. She remembers that dating Darwin, even they've been dating way before Darwin's, I mean, not, well, slightly dating before, you know, the official, even when Darwin in his early times wanted to drive a monster truck. It was her, you know, wanted to see. At first she was not interested in driving, but she was slightly interested in driving, so it took her a long while, and now there she is right now driving a monster truck behind the wheel. Not bad for Carrie. At least she's trying to, you know, keep a distance out there in the misspec monster truck. And looks like she's going to go right there. Into the jump right there. Okay. Up over to that area right there. 12 seconds to go. Let's see what Carrie is going to try to do. Her main focus on is trying to be the best by being the best and stuff like that. 3 seconds to go. Let's see what she's going to do out there. And Carrie, not bad. Okay. I will give her that for her Monster Jam, you know, competition and stuff like that. And the fans are loving it so far right there. And there she is waving it to all the crowd right here in Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio fans love Carrie, what she's trying to do. And, you know, she's really did everything she can, you know. I will give her that. And the truck makes sense on her because, you know, it's a white truck. She's a white ghost. And it makes sense because she has that ghostly thing. Anyways, the score to be right now, I mean, the score is 3.563. That's her score. Fans give her 3.499. Expert give her 3.945. I mean, decent score, I would say. Yeah, it's a pretty decent score. It was a well-deserved decent score. That's just my opinion. But yeah, that's how it is. Here comes Red in the Gravedigger monster truck. So just want to let everyone know that Red is absolutely getting ready to rock it and rolling out there. Looks like he's going to try to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's going to keep it lined up right there so far. And Red looks like he's going to go up from uptown to downtown. And his monster truck. And not bad. It looks like he's just stuck out there from that motorcycle ramp that we're using as an obstacle for the trucks. Let's see what he's going to try to do right there. His main goal is that he's going to do the best he can out there. And not bad with his run out there. Never been to a World Finals before. You know, I'm surprised. Surprisingly, I have never seen him in a World Finals before. Like, literally. But he says that maybe this year could be his year. He's not so sure. But, you know, there's a lot of tough guys and gals out there. The tour I'm in. But we're going to see how it goes out there. And it looks like Red is trying to, you know, keep it distance. Keep it still balanced. Showing it off to all the Monster Jam fans out there. I mean, it's a pretty good, solid, decent run out there. I will give him that, you know. He's just trying to be the best by being the best for anything like that. Not bad, under 40 seconds to go. Let's see what Red is going to try to do. And he's going to show it off out there. Trying to rock it and roll in. Do the best, everything he can. And looks like he's going to try to do, supposedly try to do whatever he's going to try to do. And looks like he's going to go up right there. Oh, he's going to, what, is he going to, oh shoot, he's going to bicycle it. And he's going to bicycle it on the top of that ramp, on the metal ramp. And whoa, okay, for a small venue, I will give him that. That is a really, really amazing run by Red in the Gravedigger. Red looks like he's going to get it up right there. And oh, it looks like he's done. Well, he's going to wave it to all the crowd and he's going to twist, you know, turn his tires. But good thing the tie rod or anything, the turning rod's not busted. But man, I will give him that. That's going to look like it's going to give him a better score in this one for that run. Pretty good hefty run right there by Red and Gravedigger. And it's going to be a 7.652. That's a score. Fans give him a 6.992. Expert judges give him an 8.903. What a race by Red in the Gravedigger. I will give him that. He is absolutely phenomenal with his run out there. That was really phenomenal what he's been trying to do. Vanessa Doofenshmirtz in the Megalodon monster truck. Let's see what she's going to get in the game out there. There is no doubt how she's going to try to pull it up. And let's see, her freestyle has just started right there. Let's see what she's going to try to do to show it off to all the great Monster Jam fans out there. And Vanessa Doofenshmirtz trying to do everything she can out there. I asked her earlier ago, I was like, what is it like now that this is now your second year and you're glad to be back? She says it was awesome, you know, even though 1 year needed that to get it off my head because it's hard to be a driver. I can see why it's hard, but at the same time, you know, I have a good passion for it. I love driving it, and we're going to get ready to see how I'm going to see if I can rock and roll it out there. Not bad for Megalodon, as you could tell. She's been, you know, hauling out there, you know, trying to get in the game out there. As you could tell, Megalodon is pretty solid, decent, you know, no doubt about it. 46 seconds to go for Megalodon. Trying to get in the game out there. pretty sure that she's doing the best she can out there, trying to show it off. And everything. Whoa, and look like the APAC, not bad with the good sweet, the good jump right there. Pretty good jump right there by Vanessa Doofenshmirtz and Megalodon. Oh, it looks like she has to be careful because that metal ramp, it almost tipped on her. Oh, it looks like she's gonna come back for more, and she wants to do it for the fans. Okay, that will give her that. Or she wants to destroy the metal ramp, but you can't. So the jump right there, and pretty okay. I will give her that. That's pretty solid, decent by Megalodon. Not bad. Up over to the jump. Not bad, okay, for Megalodon. Not bad by Vanessa Doofenshmirtz and Megalodon. At least she's just doing everything she can out there, trying to show it off, and I will give her that. Okay, and then there she is, waving it to all the crowd out there, loving it for everything she's trying to do, everything. As we get ready to look at the scores, as you look at the instant replay right now, and it's going to be 8.763. Wow, that's a big, good score right there. Fans gave her an 8.934. Expert give her 7.840. I mean, expert judges, come on now, you can do better. Even the fans are watching it. Well, to be fair, they're experts. They know what they're saying. Fans, they have their own, mixed reactions and stuff. So, yeah. Alrighty, everybody, pulling up the line right now. Here comes Zoe in the Bigfoot monster truck. Let's see what she's going to try to do. Can she triple down tonight for her Monster Jam appearance? Because remember, Zoe could triple down tonight for all the Monster Jam fans out there. It looks like she's going to reverse it. Trying to get it on right there. And it looks like her timing has just started right there. And I like the part how when they hit the cars, all the, the top side of the roofs have just disappeared already. By crushing these cars out there. Anyways, Bigfoot looks like he's trying to get in there right there. Zoe is trying to keep herself into the distance out there, rocking and rolling out there. There's no doubt about it. She's just trying to pull it up right there, pull the upset out there. And oh my goodness, what a hit right there by Zoe. And oh, looks like there's been a broke up. Yep. And there's gonna be no score for Zoe and Bigfoot. I really hate to see that. Now, I think what happened was Zoe didn't do well. She tried everything she can out there. Not the way she wanted to see, but it is what it is. So unfortunately, there's gonna be no score. I really hate that a lot because the problem is because the tie rod from the rod from the bottom, or because it got busted. Like, if you guys can tell, look at the replay, look closely from the bottom side. Yeah, it just got off, so there's no way they cannot let the Zoe perform with that because it's safety reasons. Isabella Garcia in El Toro Loco. Let's see what she's gonna do for her freestyle run. Although that skills and racing didn't work out, but let's see what she's going to do for her freestyle night. Not bad for Isabella Garcia. And, she's very blessed to be back. She was a former driver of Wonder Woman, and she made a name for herself with that truck. Well, she did drove different trucks way before Wonder Woman, but some of them, I remember one of them was Gravedigger. Mostly was all King Crunch, because King Crunch has a lot of all-star trucks. But we're glad to see King Crunch back, but it's Titan, but that's another tour for now. Anyway, she got the ride of El Toro Loco. Loving the way she's trying to do the best she can out there to the jump. And pretty much really decent run. I'll give her that. That's amazing. 56 seconds to go for Isabella Garcia in the El Toro Loco. Let's see what she's going to try to do into the jump out there. Okay, not bad. I will give her that. And yeah, she's just doing everything she can out there. Trying to do it for everything, for all the fans out there. For all the great Monster Jam fans. Doing all that stuff. 38 seconds to go for Isabella Garcia. And let's see what she's going to try to get in the game and the upsets out there. Trying to show it off. And it looks like she's going to try to do the two-wheel skills maneuver right there. And no, I don't see it. Nah, don't see it. And it looks like she's going to reverse it by jumping out there with that metal ramp. Although it's already moved. Like I say, we did tell them. And there's something's not right with Isabella. I think she's stuck. Oh, yeah. I think the tire got her stuck. Oh, she's back on all four, but it looks like she's all flat. Yep, there's been a flat tire on the left side of her tire, and I know she's very pissed. And look at, if you guys cannot see the screen right now, if you guys would imagine it, she's really using both of her fist, hitting the steering wheel, and she is not really happy how this happened. I don't blame Isabella for her mistakes. It happens. You can't control your emotions. But still, anyways, the score to be is 5.438. That's the timing. The fans gave her 5.206 and 5.789 from the expert. I mean, I don't blame Isabella. I know she's very upset, but I can't blame the poor girl, the poor lady. But, it is what it is. Anyways, here comes Larry Lyon in Double Trouble. Let's see what he's going to try to do. He's going to get it ready. Pulling the jump upset right here in Toledo, Ohio. Let's see what he's going to try to get in the game. While Larry's trying to get in the game out there, he's not trying to doubt about himself or, you know, trying to do everything. And oh, it looks like, oh man, that is not what he wanted. And I think the sharp object already grabbed the backside of the right side of the tire, which is not possible. And I don't know, for some reason, it just forcibly grabbed the truck and flipped itself over. I just hate when this happens. Like, you know, you got to be careful, especially with these things. And most of the time they say BKT tires are the problem, but it can happen to anyone out there. I know that Larry's not happy right now. I know he's very upset. He's very pissed off. And I know it's not possible. And I don't blame him because, you know, it's just really upsetting. I know. I don't blame him for that. Speaking of Larry, here comes his twin, his identical twin brother, Jerry Lyon and Troublemaker. Let's see, can Jerry try to finish the run? If he can finish the story for Larry, because Larry is very disappointed how this freestyle came to be. Jerry looks like he's trying to get in there. Looks like he's going to do some jumping right there. And to the jump right there and crushing some cars out there. And we got 2 stacks of crushed cars. They put it there because they want the trucks to jump instead of sliding over for, you know, safety reasons, stuff like that. And yeah, that's how it is. And it looks like they're going to shut him down because there is a flat tire. Oh yeah, that's a flat tire. I don't blame him. Some people say that it's only BKT tires. Well, all trucks are using BKTs, but different types of versions and stuff like that. And here's one of them. Well, it looks like that BKT tire already got flattened. That's what they got to do. Be careful from hitting sharp objects, because once you hit the sharp objects, your tire becomes, it's like hitting roller blades, because, you know, razor blades, just like what's his name, Mikey Waters II from Overkill. You got to be careful because that's going to cost him. Darwin Watterson in the Plain Crazy. Let's see what he's going to try to do for tonight right there here at Monster Jam. And it looks like he's going to keep it balanced right there. Showing off out there. Trying to do the best he can out there. Into the jump. Not bad out there. And that is the beginning time for right now for Darwin Watterson. Looks like he's just rocking and rolling out there. You know, trying to do the best he can out there. And there's some, and it looks like he's trying to do the best he can out there. And trying to do the best. I mean, not bad, really run decent right there. And you know, he's trying to do everything he can out there. Trying to show it off. Trying to be the one by being the best as he can out there. So all that stuff. And he looks like he's okay. Okay, I will give him that. Darwin's trying to do the best he can, and I will give him that. So looks like he's trying to show it off to all the Monster Jam, the great Monster Jam fans out there. And not really, he can't. But I mean, it wasn't really a good run or anything like that. Unfortunately, not really the way we wanted to see from him. But at least he tried. At least he tried. I can't be mad. But you know, but it's not the way we wanted to see from him. But there's not really that much. I wouldn't say a 5.638 would be a good score. It would have been a 1 or a 2 point something. Fans give him a 5.206, and the experts give him a 5.846. Not really. I don't see that happening. But hey, this is what it is. But still, what a good freestyle run. And ladies and gentlemen, your freestyle winner goes to Vanessa Doofenshmirtz in the Megalodon Monster Truck. Congratulations to her. Followed by Red and Gravedigger behind her. Then Darwin Watterson Plain Crazy and Isabel Garcia El Toro. And then the rest of the other guys. Well, so far, there's been several NAs and stuff, and congratulations to Zoe, although she had an NA on freestyle, but she still went overall event because you have to win 2 out of 3 competitions to be an overall event. So that's the rules, how it is, and that's how it happens. All right, Monster Jam fans, don't forget a shout out to beammonsters and the creators of the mods. Now, remember, we have no authorized rights with the trucks or the tracks. They all go to the creators of the beammonsters community. We want to give a shout out to them. And don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and to see more of these type of videos. And you guys want to see some comment section, it will be available from my official channel, AALS3179, but not in this video, but you'll see this tour, their videos.